It is time now for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on the Sunday afternoon, February 28, 2016. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins out here. 12:30 p.m. News headlines here. Top straight at 12:30 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon is in Columbia, South Carolina, where Hillary Clinton, driven by dominating win in South Carolina Saturday, is open a dual-track strategy in her bid for the White House, gradually pivoting toward Republicans' evidence she works to expand her lead across. Can Trump be stopped? Adele reveals she's Team Leonardo DiCaprio for Oscars 2016. Washington. Donald Trump tweeted his former Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard David Duke support for his presidential bid, saying Sunday that he knows nothing about the white supremacist leader. The man charged with the killing of the Prince William County police officer in June 2 of his return in the domestic call Saturday is an active duty Army staff sergeant and based at the Pentagon. His family and the military said Sunday. Rochester, Minnesota. The Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders, whose campaign has attracted little support from fellow members of Congress, picked up a high-profile endorsement Sunday from Representative Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat of Hawaii. Beirut, Geneva. Fighting in Syria appeared to have been mostly stopped on Sunday, the second day of the U.S.-Russian deal on a cessation of hostility, which seemed to be holding despite accusations of violations and airstrikes in Aleppo provinces. Tehran, a day after resulting in the capital, showed a landslide victory for reformist and moderate allies of President Hassan Rouhani in Iran's parliamentary elections. State television on Sunday reported a nationwide triumph for hardliners. New Delhi, an Indian man allegedly killed 14 family members, including 8 children, with a knife before taking his own life. Sunday, a police spokesman said. Ted Cruz's suggestion that Trump has mob ties and it doesn't want to expose him as Senator Ted Cruz has speculated on Sunday that Donald Trump has released his tax returns because they show he has strong ties to the mob. Aleppo, Syria. While fighting has quieted significantly since the Syrian ceasefire took effect, warplanes have reportedly carried out airstrikes. Dozens of protesters who heard about a planned Ku Klux Klan were waited by a Southern California park where 6 Klansmen put up in a black SUV and took out signs reading "White Lives Matter." Washington. When the U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday hears the unusual abortion case for the first time in nearly a decade, the regulations of the issue would not involve fetuses of the mother, but rather standards of the doctors and facilities with a procedure. Wolf Point, Minnesota. The Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office has asked the public in Wolf Point, Montana, not to interfere with the search for a 4-year-old girl who reportedly been abducted. A UPS driver has been killed in the suspected street racer slammed into the side of the truck on the 5 freeway in Commerce, California, setting off a chain reaction crash that left 3 dead as Saturday has been defended by a local union. In Brockton, Massachusetts, gambling regulators are giving a public chance to weigh in on a resort casino proposed for Brockton. The state gaming commission is holding during Tuesday afternoon a mass gaming and entertainment proposed 677 Middle Casino Hotel and Entertainment Complex in the Brockton Fairgrounds as the hearing takes place at Massachusetts Community College of Brockton started at 4 p.m. No votes or decisions are expected. Prominent Banana proposal to build a casino in Tiverton near the Massachusetts border is moving forward, and the Rhode Island General Assembly is scheduled to vote this week on sending the questions to voters. Interest rates have been hovering around all-time lows for the past many quarters. Recently, the Federal Reserve raised the interest rates slightly. In Warren Buffett's annual letter to Berkshire Hathaway, BRK stockholders, he gives us his usual fortnight what in Charlie Munger been doing with everybody's money. Zhao Zishan, governor of People's Bank of China, attends the Institute of International Finance G20 conference as with China Pentagon for now. Leaders face reform test. Beyond New Jersey, the cruise ship that was battered by a major storm earlier this month has turned around mid-trip to the port and never squall in the Atlantic Ocean. Global warming could influence beans and other net resources to shift their course towards poles and much similar annotation yes will leave certain nations which will mainly be dependent on sea for food and wealth vulnerable publisher recent. Scientists have developed a new energy efficient biological supercomputer that could one day replace the world's most powerful machines. Circling in the Wolf-Rayet star known as WR318, which is located in the constellation Carney has some 30,000 light years from the Earth intersection to a stellar cloud of dust, hydrogen, helium, and some other gases. Obesity, overweight young actors may have poor episode of memory, the ability to recall past events, and then it appears to suggest new researchers from the University of Cambridge added to the increase in evidence of a link between memory and overeating. The soaring rates in an extraction of the decayed teeth among Brits are quite disappointing, NHS Chief Dental Officer Sarah Hurley said. A 7-month-old baby in Seattle was brought from a 6-house heart transplant after going into cardiac arrest. The little boy's family hopes to raise awareness about organ donations. Take out concerns some athletes, planning, and families. Peter Chell News Time, 12:35. Time for a spot support. This afternoon, tonight, the Boston Bruins will be at the Garden taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game time, 6:30 p.m. It was simply an extended performance even for Curry, who makes his living doing extended things on the nightly. The shots that be seen to be believed. In this unpredictable college basketball season, which number one is permanent in the polls and bracketology seeds have rather fluctuated to become increase the difficulty and answer question that starts to creep out at the time of year. Why Kansas is number one in the national title favorite. The Peyton Manning retirement watch hopefully she went to circus board on Saturday night when the Denver Post reported that many would like to be announced in retirement by the end of the week. Washington. LeBron James taking the day off. Cavaliers coach Stan Lue said he's rested in four-time NBA MVP on Sunday when Cleveland plays the Washington Wizards. Peter Childers on 12:35. Time now for a travel report in this Sunday afternoon. Let's start off down the line here where it's looking good and highways and byways around here. Out of the Cape, Route 6 and from Samuel down to Orleans. Trains looking good from Bourne to Falmouth. Southeast Express to the northbound side. A little slow around the gas tanks to Dorchester. Route 120 to the northbound side. A little slow around Route 3 in Billerica. Then hit brakes again from 30 Woburn all the way after 28 in Redden. 120 to southbound. Get an accident here. On that 120 northbound after Route 93 to Redden. So expect some delays here. Highways in Worcester area looking good. I-91 is a little slow from 391 in Chick-fil-A all the way to 291 in Springfield. But otherwise, looking good in the Bay State highways. 95 on the northbound side, so from 110 in Stratford all the way out to Stratford due to a couple of accidents on 95 northbound around. The Milford Parkway in Milford, Connecticut, so expect some delays. Down to New York City. Long Island Express is in the eastbound side, so from Elmhurst all the way out to Grand Central Parkway. Long Island Express on the westbound side, so from 295 all the way to Elmhurst. 278 on the eastbound side, it's so from Bay Ridge all the way out to the Brooklyn Bridge exit. 478 on the westbound, northbound side of the Brooklyn Barrier Tunnel, also between Brooklyn and Lower Manhattan. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, also after the Long Island Expressway in Brooklyn. Cross Island Parkway on the southbound side, so from Frontenac Bridge all the way out to Route 495, Long Island Expressway in the Queens. Built Parkway in the eastbound and westbound sides, also around the JFK Airport. Belt Parkway and in the westbound and eastbound side, so from Cheapside Bay all the way at the JFK Airport. 95 on the northbound side, so from the George Washington Bridge all the way at the 278. But otherwise, the freeway from New York to the Pennsylvania border is looking good. Highways in Albany are looking good. 495 on the northbound side. Here we got an accident here. Up in the Haverhill, Merrimack stretch, it's 495 northbound, and then so from Haverhill to Merrimack through the next accident on 495 and the northbound side. Up in Haverhill, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts highways are looking good. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking good. Okay, take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system, it's looking good. Providence Stolen train, 2806 11 3 a.m. inbound operating 5 minutes late between South Attleboro and South Station due to an earlier mechanical problem. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chell News Times, now 12:38. Time now for a weather report, and it is a taste of spring. As we take a look at the latest radar picture here. And it's clear as whistle. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, sun skies are about 52 degrees, southwest about 10 miles ago, tonight is 25 miles an hour. Tonight, most coast got about 38 degrees, southwest about 8 to 13 miles an hour. For Monday, chance of showers beginning before 11 a.m. Most of the skies about 54 degrees and west about 10 to 13 miles south is 31 miles an hour. Chance base at 30% Monday night. Most coast skies about 32 degrees and west about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Tuesday, most skies about 49 degrees, west about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Thursday, showers are coming after 3 a.m. Most skies about 37 degrees and chance base at 6%. Wednesday, showers likely mainly before 3 p.m. Clouds skies about 53 degrees and anticipation 30%. Wednesday, chance of showers before 9 p.m. Clouds skies about 25 degrees and anticipation 30%. Thursday, most of the most clouds about 37, about 22 degrees. Friday, chance of snow showers. Parts of the most clouds about 33, about 18 degrees and anticipation 30%. For Saturday, most of the sky about 35 degrees. Currently in Norton, it's sunny and 52, and humidity 40%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this February 28th, 2016 Sunday afternoon. I'm Peter Wiggins. Hope you have a good afternoon and goodbye day to all. See you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. Have a good afternoon. Here